All right, so let's get started. Today is Friday, January 26, 2024. It's 8 a.m. and as usual, we were going to start with the news. So let's go ahead and put, we do have only one event today at 8:30. So it's a PCI price, or PCI core price index. So that one is at 8:30. So we will wait for the news before we do anything here. So let's put that one in our. Let's put that one in our calendar or in our alerts. So we do have a news at 8:30. And I do have also this 8:18 for gold. Gold opens at 8:20 on the Ghost Pit on the Ghost Pit. And then at 9 a.m. we do have crude. And these are basically the main two instruments I trade every day with a little bit of RTY when I see a good setup and ES. But really, this is probably 75 to 80% of my trades are in these two instruments. So, and I try to make the trades in the morning. So there's so that's that. Okay, so let's close that one. Let's move this one out of the way, and let's start with levels. And I did this already earlier, so I'm gonna just review it to make it a little bit faster. So we do have here support or resistance at 2025, which is this top here, right on the previous Darvas. A little bit of congestion in this area here, so it's kind of in the middle there. And I was looking at this as support, but it was too much action, price action there yesterday. I said yesterday that I was bearish in the time frames. We're going to look at the time frames or the time charts a little bit later, but I was in gold since this one was coming back down. I was a little bit bearish since we did not meet the 2000 level right there. Now the resistance here, I'm taking the top of that of yesterday's or yesterday's high basically, and in the support I'm taking this pivot right here. Okay, there is some additional support at this level right here, which is yesterday's price action rejection. There was an attempt to go down, and then it started to come back up again in the morning. If you recall, this was actually news. It made an attempt to go down, to go to the downside here, right? But then it reverted to the other side, and this move was about a minute, and the rest of the day was going up and down. And I said I don't feel comfortable going long in these moves because overall my time frames were, or my time charts were saying that we were counter trend there. So same situation potentially today. I have not reviewed the time charts yet, so we will see what's going on. But I see support, resistance up here at 2025, and support at this pivot down here, just because there's a couple of good support levels right now on there. So this one is 2005, and then we do have immediately below, we do have the 2000 level. Okay, so that's gold. Crude here, crude. I said that I was bullish in crude yesterday. It really moved to the upside yesterday. This in the afternoon. It moved, but started to move earlier. So there was a couple of good moves. This one here then started to rest, and then this one there. As far as the support and resistance levels, we had this support and resistance from yesterday, and it really made it there at 76.54, and then kicked off. Do you say it kicked off? I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, it started to move to the upside up here, and now the resistance is 77.50, and we do have right here, if you see, we do have a pivot high there. So this one is potentially a well-defined a resistance level there. We do have a little bit of a pivot down below there. It's 806. Crude is moving a little bit to the downside now, but not that bad. I saw a movement in the other chart. Anyways, that was that, and then as far as support, 76.20. Is what I have here, and that one is coming from this resistance right here, which is now support right there. Okay, so those are my levels for today in crude. So again, 76.20 and 77.48. So we'll see if this one is, if this previous resistance up here holds for that for those levels. Okay, so let's go to ES. Let me see here. I need. Okay. Yeah, I was looking how many viewers I had. Okay. Anyways, so let's go to ES. So thank you all for joining the discussion. So in ES, I'm going to maintain the levels for yesterday. The intention on this one was to maintain it. So I'm going to move this one a tiny bit right there. And so it's going to be 48.90 in the support. And up here, it's going to be 49.31, 49.31, 49.32. Okay, so that's no changes there. Sideways move, and remember PCE today, and that could bring a nice move to the market. So yes, done, and then NQ. I'm going to modify these levels a little bit. This one really in the overnight didn't hold, so it's moving lower highs and lower lows, as you see there. So I define new support and resistance level. This one is 17, which is this pivot right there, and that pivot right there, and potentially that pivot right there, right? So that would define the this level, and that one is 1746, 1748. You can call it 1748. I'm sorry, 17648. Okay, and then the low end here, it's going to be 174. You can call it 17400, but I'm gonna put it right here because it's touching that Darvas and pivot down below there. So that one is 17414, 17415. Okay, so you can, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. It's actually always, it's an area, right? It's not a really well-defined number, but and then from here you can see that you have these extensions. I pay attention to these extensions here and those extensions there, because that would be a potential new target if this one goes down and then it started to visit that, then again, and then you can see if you have any patterns for entries in these areas for a potential continuation there. I was looking for an example for you guys to. So, for example, here you see that you do have Darvas support here, and I use the Darvas also during my trading day during the day, right? You see that in this Darvas, this one was breaking at a small break there, and then comes back, and then a larger move to the resistance, to the support level right here, and then tried to break and then failed and went up. And what it's doing now is to go to that previous resistance, that previous support here, and then go up, and then you may see a move to the downside again. We'll see. But we do have news, so too many things to elucubrate here. Let's put our RTY and wait for a minute to pop up. Still thinking. And RTY right here, let's so I maintain the same levels as yesterday, right there. So a resistance is up above this area, and then support right there on these pivots right there. There's also some congestion there at that level. Okay, so with pivots right there, so it seems that that level is pretty important there. So we do have 1969 to 1970, and then in the upside we do have 2020. So 2020, I'm gonna move this one a little bit up just to make it even with yesterday's. So 1969 and 2020. Okay, let's go to the time charts, and I'm gonna start with gold. We are going to leave some time for visualization today as well. And thank you for that, for the one that who told me that my legend was not correct in the due date on the promo code or in the promo for 80% on Apex. I modified it. I didn't realize that I did have the wrong date there. So it's valid until January 29th. And it seems that they conclude this promotion at 4:59 or 5 p.m. So just a note on that. Okay, so let's do gold. Gold in the range on the daily. We are still in the range here. In this triangle, it has not moved that much. We are in between the 50 and the 200 moving average, right in the middle there. So anything could happen here in the 240. We're making lower highs and lower lows. There's a pivot low here on this hammer. Price was rejected there at close to the 2000 level. Didn't actually hit it, but it bounced out of the 2003 in that fast move yesterday in news. We'll see what it's going to do today. I did not make any trades yesterday in gold. 60 minutes here. We are sideways also. trying to cross to the upside. We do have some very good resistance level with the 200 up here. So sideways, waiting for news on PCE in 15 minutes. And then we do have the 30 minutes also sideways, and this one looks a little bit more bullish to me. In the short term, we are right below resistance though, so be careful on this one and let it go up if it's going to go up. There, I don't see that much unless on the dailies we are breaking this trend line right here. And even that trend line is coming from this top. There's one touch, the first touch there, second touch there, and now it's moving sideways within this triangle, and then here, okay, I did not. So here, this is the other side of the coin. It didn't, but. There's a triangle right there. Okay. Let's go to crude. Crude is at 76.49. Now coming back down in between. I was bullish yesterday when we initially start the video. So I did trade crude yesterday for a nice profit. So this one went up there, and now it's coming back down. It's in between the 200 and the 50 lower highs and lower lows, but already crossing above this pivot at 76.50 and moving up, and then it's coming back down to 76.50 in the 240 minutes. It seems that found some good resistance at 77, coming back down in a counter trend in the 240s now. Counter trend move. And then also in the 60 minutes looks, in compression. You were making higher highs and higher lows, and the last pivot was down below here. So we do have a low, a higher, low, a higher, and now it's looking for another higher low right there. So we'll see. We do have, okay, gold pit is about to open to more minutes. Okay, and then in the 30 minutes, we are also retracing in compression. Next pivot is down below here and there. Right here and right there. Higher highs, higher lows. This one is kind of in a channel, extended move on this channel here to the downside in the 30 minutes. Momentum is negative, momentum is negative, momentum is turning red, and here is positive in the dailies. ES, bullish in ES in the 240s, bullish in the 30 in the dailies in the 240s. In the 60 minute is, I would say, sideways to bullish, and sideways to bullish in the 30 minutes. We would like to see here a retracement to the moving averages, and then continue the move to the upside. Pretty strong still, even though we have moved very nicely. This is a really strong move there, but we are still bullish. NQ, a bull flag trigger in the 240s, forming a bull flag in the dailies, coming back down. In the 30 in the 60 minutes, we are in between the 200 and the 50. Okay, gold opened, and we do have news, so we are going to wait until the news are released. Sideways below the support and resistance levels here. In the 60 minutes, and in the 30 minutes, bouncing off of this 17,500 level right here. It seems that wants to go to the upside. Moving averages are crossing in between. And then finally, RTY. RTY is sideways to bullish in the dailies, waiting to trigger a bull flag here. There's a couple of big tails, consecutive big topping tails up here. So you have 1, 2, and 3. That means that there has been some rejection at the 2017, 2018 level, coming back down. Now it's trying to make an attempt to go to the upside as again. And then this one in the 240s is also trying to go up. After this down move, make a higher high right here, double top, and then coming back down, forming a bull flag right at this moment in the 240s. Probably triggered already 4 hours ago on this one. Okay, in the 60 minutes, sideways to bullish. Moving averages are below the price, and all of them are stuck to the upside. So sideways to bullish, potentially going to 2020. Resistance on the double top. There's a pivot right here, but there's a well-defined up here. So looks a bit bullish to me on the 60 minutes. And in the 30 minutes, also in the 30 minutes, we are in compression here in this channel. Lots of bars that are overlapped here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bars that are overlapped, forming a good support and resistance level up here, well defined. So we'll see if it's going above 2000 and below here. Yeah, I would say that we're sideways to bullish as well, but it needs to break the 2000 level right there. Okay, I'm gonna go to the Renko charts and wait for the news. We are 7 minutes, and I'm gonna put some music and I'm gonna relax a little bit. So let's wait for the news and do this exercise of visualization. And that way, if you have, okay, I'm gonna go. There are 4 setups that I look every day and all the time, and they are in the Discord channel, explain, and also in the strategy playlist on YouTube. So think about those and visualize your entries. I'm gonna put some music now, and let's wait for the news. Okay, so sorry, Jeff, I just saw the message. So this the Unirenko can be downloaded on the ecosystem and Ninja Trader. Um, so that is where I downloaded it. So it should be there. So look for Unirenko in the Ninja Trader ecosystem. One minute to news. Okay, so we are 8 seconds to news. Let's see if we're going to see fireworks now. News are out. Positive reaction in gold to the upside initially. And now it's coming back down. Not really much of a reaction. Core PCE, it's right aligned with expectations, 0.2%. Top and tail in the 30 minutes chart. Try to break the previous day high and our resistance level here, but it's coming back down now in gold. Waiting a little bit more to see if we see any setup. Still deciding what to do, not really that much. Not that much direction here, I don't see. a little bit to the downside, I would say, trying to cross below the. This is a perfect place to bounce to the upside. We'll see. Yeah, big topping tail on the 30 minutes. So that means that there were some rejection there. We are right below the resistance level on the 25.25 or 20.25. A bit of continuation here to the downside. Let's see. Trying to break to the downside now. Right at this opening price here, so some good resistance or some good support I would see it here. We're right against the 50 SMA on the 30 minutes. Everything is in compression now. Bit of a reaction to the apps or in the support here at 2020 level. Not picking a direction here yet. And now it's breaking to the downside. I'm gonna still the side 20. Definitely gold looks more bearish to me now. But we are still in this range here. Let's I'm looking at the range here. So we were in this range in the overnight. And now we are trying to go. So we went up there in this overshoot. And now we are trying to go to the downside. And we do have the pivot right here. Right there is the pivot point. Kind of the same distance from the end of this range to the pivot there. I was to be honest, I was waiting for a larger move in the PCE, but it seems that it came right into expectations. So that's why probably nothing really major happened. Okay, I'm gonna look at the 240 minutes looks bearish at this moment to me, but the momentum is still not totally reset. So it may need another push to the downside and go below 2017. Bit of a reaction here in this support area. Not really a good time to jump in on this one, so let's wait, be patient. Coming back into the range. Nice move to the upside, but in the range still, so I'm gonna remove this. There's a significant pivot. There's a significant pivot high here and pivot low right there. So as long as the price is in between this, it could be ranging. So be patient. Well, it seems that we're not going to have trades today either. Anyways, well, not before 9 a.m. I'm gonna close the stream in about 7 minutes. Slow market, not really directional. We're right below the resistance at 2025. So if we go over 2046, 2047, no, I'm sorry. What am I saying? 2028, which is above this pivot here, then we can call this one a little bit more bullish, but you know, it's really in the range. Look at that. It's now giving a bearish trigger here, but not really a good setup. I'm gonna pass on this one too. If it triggers to the downside, it's really not making higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs or lower lows either. Now it could be making a crown formation, so it would be like this and then coming back down and breaking this. So in here, it could be doing something similar there, and then we would be more bearish if we cross below this area, to the downside below this area here. But really not, it could be doing also, you know, looking at this, but this one is it's a lower highs here, so engulfing candle to the upside. We are right within the cloud here, so still into compression. bullish in RTY and bullish move in RTY and bullish move in ES pre-market. Seems that wants to break to the upside in gold. Let's see here. Okay, going to the previous day high. Right at our resistance level now. See the momentum indicator is also moving sideways in this around the zero line. Hit 25.25, and then it seems that it's facing some resistance here. Okay, coming back down. Moving averages are mixed here. We do have the 18 below the 34 and trying to cross it above, so just below resistance at 25.25. See if it goes through. Bullish candle in ES. ES is moving nicely to the upside, and then it's going through and passing above the previous day high. $49.30 to $49.31 would be the resistance. So let's see what it does here. It's pre-market though in ES. That nice move of this bounce. We'll see clear skies above the 49.34, 39.45, and gold it seems that wants to break the previous day high now. Okay, I'm going to close the stream, and I'll be back on Monday again. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.